triggered something, but what?
I triggered something, but what?
I triggered something, but what?
I triggered something, but what?
Feel my wrath!
Oh, I don't feel too good.
Here we are, Farlow, the place where our disciples become true dragon slayers. And today, the honor is yours. They are quite simple. Seek out the men and women who reside here and benefit from their knowledge. That may sound a bit vague, but don't worry. Farlow will explain itself. You'll have to see for yourself. Don't be so apprehensive. You'll be fine. This is a momentous step in every Slayer's life, but few have fared badly afterwards. Though I should very much like to enter the village again, I am forbidden to do so. Only once in their lives may Dragon Slayers enter it, as disciples. In any case, it would be imprudent to join you. This is a part of the journey each Slayer must walk alone. Not completely, no. After the initiation, we will head back to Rivertown, where the ritual will come to its conclusion. But let's talk about that on the Zeppelin when we head back, shall we? Good luck, Slayer.
The disciple arrives. Let me bid you a fond welcome to Farlow. And I commend your patience. Most slayers loathe being referred to as a pupil. Such a belittling word, disciple is, wouldn't you say, for one who has since the age of 10 been groomed to become the elite of man's warriors. But don't you worry, you'll earn the title of Dragon Slayer soon enough. Couldn't have put it better myself. In fact, I have but one thing to add. Morgana is waiting by the waterfall. Find her, and the purpose of this day shall become crystal clear. The Archmage. She's an intimidating woman, to be sure, but pleasant enough in her own way. Her laboratory is at the back of the village, next to the Divine Memorial Flame. As the name says, it's a shrine that bears a flame in honor of the divine. The bowl in which the flame was lit is held aloft by stone dragons. This design symbolizes the burden they carry on their shoulders, the guilt that was heaped upon them when they killed the divine. Oh, several people, but she'll send you on your way after her part of the ritual. The others probably won't share more than a few words with you until they know you've visited Morgana. And you, Slayer.
Hey there, I'm Aravir the Ranger. For dinner, deer mostly. For fun, imps and goblins. Not now, not now! Morgana first, me later.
You do that.
Hail, disciple. How are you? You haven't seen Morgana yet, have you?
Hello, disciple. I am Isabel. Once you have talked to Morgana, make sure you come and see me, yes?
No! To combine that brew with last night's herbal distillation might cause an implosion. Try it anyway. You can be so irresponsible sometimes. That's easy for you to say. You can't die a second time. Good to see you, disciple. I am Morgana, the Archmage of Farlow. Oh, everybody makes a bit of a fuss when a soon-to-be slayer arrives. We all have our fields of study and a good life to lead, but the village can get a tad dull now and again. But let's turn to the reason you are here, the ritual that will make you a true dragon slayer. To be a slayer is to hate the dragon, but also to understand it. No other order in Revellon takes the old military adage, know your enemy, quite so seriously as the Academy does. To attain this goal, I will infuse you with the memories of dragons. It will make you understand their language, motives, powers, and weaknesses. It will also color your eyes silver, the noted characteristic of the Slayer, which will enable you to see the spirits of the dead. The ritual has a side effect, but nothing can be done about that. The real drawback is this. The spell was not originally designed for the brain of a human, so to make place for it, you will lose your active knowledge of your years as a slayer. It's unpleasant, I realize that. But a slayer needs those dragon memories in order to operate. The only comfort is that your powers still persist on a subconscious level, so you'll regain your skills rather quickly. Becoming a dragon slayer is a harsh occurrence, but you'll become one of Rivellon's greatest heroes. Quite so. You could call it a perk that comes with the power of the memories. Everyone can see the living dead, of course, those poor souls that have fallen prey to necromancers. But to see the ghosts of those long dead is a precious ability, and will prove useful more frequently than you may think. The memories not only give you more insight and knowledge than a man could absorb in a century of unbroken study, they also protect you from mind attacks the dragons perform. Without that, you'd be a puppet doing their bidding. But now, you have equal mental strength, so dominance in combat can be achieved. Then prepare to become a dragon slayer. And that's that. You might experience some dizziness for a while, some disorientation, perhaps. The journey starts again, my friend. Your path is an empty page ready to be filled with tales of wonder, of adventure. But before you trot out of here in search of dragons and distinction, make sure you meet the veterans here. Alberic, Aravir, and Gawain know more about their trade than anyone you are likely to meet. And don't forget Isabel. The gift she will share with you, aside from the dragon memories, is the most prominent one you'll receive in Farlow. Divine blessing, Slayer. The last ingredient needed to achieve the effect of luminosity still eludes me.
What's the matter with you? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Ah, yes. There's that famous wit of his. Slayer, meet Toril.
So formal, yet relaxed. Most are chilled to the bone the first time they see a phantom. Most ghosts you'll meet are there because of unfinished business. The strength of their will not to move on until that business is settled is what binds them to the material world. In my case, it was my passion for alchemy. I will not find tranquility until I have fathomed all its innermost enigmas. Could take a while still. Why, the Hall of Echoes, of course. Don't tell me you've never heard of it.
It's a transitional place between our world and the next. Rumor has it your memories are eaten away so that you can enter the afterlife unburdened by the sorrows of this life.
An unnecessary precaution, if you ask me. I have mostly fond memories of my time in Riverlong. You know where to find me.
The last ingredient needed to achieve the effect of luminosity still eludes me.
Haven't seen you around here before. Enjoy your time in Farlow.
I see you have met Morgana. That means we can proceed. Do me a favor and think of something, anything, but don't speak aloud. It's not uncommon to have feelings of anticipation and eagerness, or even fear, when one has yet to face a betrayer. Surprised? Surely you have heard of the gift of mind reading that dragon slayers possess. Maybe you have also wondered how they come by such an amazing ability. The answer is easy. I bequeath it to them. It was a skill given to dragons only until a scroll was discovered that bore the spell. A slayer found it among the ruins of a dragon knight's citadel tower, and we have used it ever since. Of course, it is one of the reasons you are here. Now stand still and look into my eyes. There you go. The secrets of all shall be revealed to you. Be aware, though, strong minds are difficult to read and come at a cost, so you will have to work on your skills if you want to perfect this art. Fare thee well, Slayer.
What? Oh, the newborn. Yes, I'm Alberic the Wizard. So, magic, you know, I recommend it and such. I don't have all day. My experiments, they keep me very busy. But fine, go ahead. I'll indulge you for a bit. First of all, the Slayer wizards are no fairy tale cliches. No toe-tickling beards and silly hats. They are warriors, like all the others in the Order. However, their weapons are the physical expression of the powers of the mind. Those who command these forces can vanquish all foes that they literally put their minds to. Of course, even the strongest intellect may be exhausted if used improperly, so it's up to the mage to see that this doesn't happen. Oh, many things. I'm currently trying to make the metaphysical physical, which is turning out to be quite a challenge. Then there's the perpetuum mobile, and the turning of base materials into gold. I think the combination of the two would make for especially interesting results. If you like, just try not to burn down our enclave, would you? Sonia is near the arena entrance. She'll tell you the rest.
Shiny.
Interested in archery? I'll tell you all about it if you like.
The way of the ranger is the one of the hunter, the woodsman. Master this art, and the enemy will never even see you coming. You'll walk the wilds quietly as the deer, but you'll strike with the force of wolf fangs. Just make sure you are always the one doing the hunting, and not the rabbit that stumbles into the snare. Good for you! I'll cast the ranger spell and give you a bow. When you're ready, Sonia will open the arena for you. Ah, this is good to know.
Your eyes shine brighter than they did before you came to Farlow, Slayer. Newborns have it tough, but they're not as helpless as actual infants. You'll regain your talents quicker than you may think, and I can help you with that. Gawain's the name. Old Paladin of the Divine Order. My life has always been that of the blade. It is an art I will teach you, should you want me to. It is the noblest path a slayer can follow, and the most satisfying one. Each enemy is killed up close and personal. You can feel and taste the blood that comes with each victory. Study the skills that come with the territory, and you and your weapon of choice will become an unstoppable harbinger of death. It is an order of paladins, founded by the Divine after his ascension to demigod. We have fought the Black Ring in all its forms ever since, until the Great War and the Divine's death at the hand of a dragon knight. Just thinking about it still makes my blood boil. You slayers do commendable work. Exterminating the betrayers is a just cause indeed. Only one more of the beasts to go, I have been given to understand. I hope you will contribute to its demise. Excellent. I'll give you the warrior powers and a sword. Find Sonia. She provides the live targets around here.
Ah, this is good to know.
Look at you. Not a scar on your rosy skin. You're a newborn if ever I saw one. Well spoken. Not everyone has that attitude so soon after the memory ritual. The best thing to do is to get back in the saddle as quickly as possible. Just say the word and I'll give you something to fight. No, you can change disciplines as much as you like. Alberic, Aravir and Gawain don't mind. But you can only have one of the discipline spells on you when you leave the village. Warrior, wizard or ranger. Later you can train all three paths again if you like. Very well. I'll summon you some goblins to carve up.
I must say the brutish... If you like.
Sonia is shining.
Someone has a new shine in the eyes. Back for more, are you? It's a good way to get started, to relearn moves and skills quickly. As you know, some swear by the sword, others by the bow, and still others by magic. But you were well versed in all three paths, so once you are out on missions, you can combine your skills as much as you like. The most important thing is defeating the enemy. How you do that is entirely up to you. Good. Get ready to blast some goblins.
Sure you want to dabble with magic? Good for you, when you're ready. Ah, this is good to know.
Back for more, are you? Excellent. Here are some goblins to pierce. Someone has a new shine in the eyes.
And
I see you've been talking to... Excellent! Find Sonia.
Ah, this is good to know.
Welcome to Farlow, Slayer. It's what the imps used to call the place when it was first built. They were used to black and star-dotted skies only, but from then on they saw fires glow from afar. Somehow the settlers learned of the name their hamlet went by, and soon they adopted it themselves. Farlow used to be a small hunter community, until it was destroyed by the Black Ring during the Great War. When the war was over, a group of powerful wizards and warriors chose to build a secret retreat where once the town had stood because of its remote location. Now a handful of villagers live here again. We tend to the houses and do all kinds of little chores for them. In return, we can live a quiet life up here, safe and far away from the evils that roam the lands. Bye, Slayer.
You look more than ready to head back to the Academy, Slayer. But remember, you may only have one of the veteran spells on you when you leave. So choose wisely before you depart.
Finally, you're here. I apologize, but I'll have to extend my congratulations later. Moments ago, we received word. A dragon was spotted in Broken Valley. While this surely is exciting news, the timing is less than perfect. You were supposed to do a ritual that would channel the dragon memories, which is extremely important for your health and that of your surroundings. If we postpone it for too long, you will go dragon wild, and the ones that survive that terrible affliction spend the rest of their lives in deep dungeons, eating their own tongues and clawing out their eyes. Horrible though that prospect may be, the dragon takes precedence, so I hope we'll be able to improvise along the way. I see you're equipped with a sword. You're sure you want to face our foe as a warrior? The destiny of the Dragon Slayers shall come to its conclusion at last. Quickly now, all aboard! Right. Time to start the hunt. Marius, you will lead the preliminary search of the valley, but warn me before engaging the dragon. I will notify the local officials of our arrival. Once you have any information, come and find me and we'll head out. Understood?
Yes, Mom.
Good. This will be a day to remember, Slayers. Now, hop to it. Not so fast, my eager newborn. Your mental state is still highly volatile, so I'm keeping you on a tighter leash. Don't worry, I have an assignment for you as well. Enter the town and ask the villagers about the dragon. Some are bound to have seen it. I'll most probably be in the barracks. The local captains and whatnots always want to talk to Slayers. Makes them think they're grander than the peasant sitters they are.
Good day, Dragon Slayer. Welcome.
Welcome, Slayer. Broken Valley is a very quiet little place most of the time, but I won't complain. I don't envy the guards in other places in Rivellon who have to fight marauders each day. And as a soldier, you have all you need here. Barracks, a smith, and most importantly, a tavern.
I'm sorry, but I can't talk right now, Slayer. I'm doing my rounds, see?
Swing those swords, maggots! Faster! Swing them harder!
Good day, Slayer. Not all that bad, though I'm starting to miss me usual seat in bar there. 'Tis that, but me arthritis don't agree. Problem is, me young friend, some of them seekers are in Black Boar. Making an awful ruckus and behaving right badly, that lot is. Me and Ollie ain't not going back till them rowdy no-gooders is gone, I can tell you that.
Never have I met such disgusting, such perverts. Funny is a perfectly nice name, whatever the connotations. I'd kick them in the...
Here are your beers again, sirs.
Tell me, pretty. You in charge of the bedding, too?
No, I'm just a waitress.
Then why don't you wiggle back for some more ale, eh?
Hello, Slayer. You're the first one to dare show his face here since them Seekers walked in. Loudmouths are a nuisance, but these characters don't stop there. They have scared away all my customers, and the way they harass poor Elsa is just plain sacrilegious. I simply don't. The new order's not to be trifled with, though perhaps a Slayer might. You mean you'll do something about them? Oh, that's fantastic!
Do get rid of those Seekers, Slayer. I can't take it anymore. Good. And no need to be soft around the edges either.
What's that pink animal on the ceiling? Watch out for elephants on the wing.
Huh? What? Who are you? You're so funny. Will do.
Howdy, sweet cheeks. We're thirsty over here.
Don't see lots of those.
Some more Blair here. Oh, roaringly nice time. What's the time? You making fun of my mother, eh? 'Cause she is a good woman. Not like Kitty over there. Cindy, was it? Shine on you, crazy. Or what was it?
We miss you all. What's that pink animal on the ceiling?
Huh? What? Who are you? Whoa, Slayer. That's who are you? Oh, but Elsa of the Inn. I don't know where to begin. You bring the finest beer. I want to unhinge your brazier. This here Slayer wants some bruises, guys.
Seekers! What in the name of the divine is going on in here? Sir! Well, sir, we... You blind drunk! This is an outrage!
Slayer, tell me what transpired here. I find your use of jest somewhat ill-timed.
Inebriation, disrespectful conduct and use of force. You men are a disgrace to our order. Get back to the barracks on the double. I'll send you lot on a punitive mission before the sun has set.
We can talk further in the barracks. I'm heading there now.
The lieutenant sure gave them an earful. And you kept your word. I'll make sure my prices drop each time you happen to fancy some of my wares. Elsa and I are right grateful. You're always welcome in the Black Boar.
Bye-bye, Seekers! I would have done something myself, but, you beat me to it.
Ah, those rowdy rascals are gone. Finally, the show can go on.
Oh, you did it! They're gone! I really feel I should reward you. You are too kind. Thanks, friend.
Good day, young Slayer. What can this man of medicine do for you? Simple protection. The insidious art of mind reading. Not many, only slayers and dragons, in fact. You never know, Slayer. Better safe than sorry. Oh, no. Someone could steal valuable medicinal recipes. Yes, that's the reason.
You receive a nasty little shock.
Yes, the device works. Nice try, Slayer. But of course.
Another one to add to the collection.
Who are you to disturb my musings? You see that giant boar's head mounted over the hearth? That beast terrorized the valley and claimed the lives of many a huntsman before I killed it some years back. And that is what makes me Rivellon's best hunter. Off with you now. I don't enjoy conversations with amateurs. Your butting in is really star-class clown, aren't you? Run along now, Junior.
Looks like I'm not getting in. Shiny.
Ah, those rowdy rascals are gone. Finally, the show can go on.
I greet you, Slayer. Indeed, I have. When I was on patrol with Lieutenant Lewis, we saw it high up in the vicinity of the locked temple. The New Order, Rivertown's finest. Our order was established after the Great War in honor of the fallen divine. Members are called Seekers because we spend our lives in personal searching and attempting to embody the ideal that is the divine. But that does not mean that we are merely some sort of ecclesiastical order. We are warriors, above all, who serve and protect Rivellon. There is a famine in Rivertown because of 2 consecutive failed harvests. That is why a delegation of Seekers under the command of Lieutenant Lewis was sent here to claim food stocks. I think we pretty much have what we need now, and I'm confident we'll be returning home quite soon. By all means.
Welcome, traveller. I am Lamont, travelling merchant. Whatever it is you need, I have just the thing. I hail from Rivertown, where I work most of the time, but Adaroth and Broken Valley are always on my yearly trader route. It's a dangerous life, this, the travelling merchant business, but the New Order provides good protection most of the time. Much needed protection, I dare say. Bandits and highwaymen are a real menace in the valley, not to mention the wyverns in the Oribus fjords. Only quality merchandise, I assure you. Hey there, Slayer! Can I interest you in some fine American wine?
What are you coming around here for? Have you not helped me?
Hey there, Dragon Slayer. I'm Richard of Adaroth. Care to make some extra money? The last dragon was dispatched well before my time and nowhere near Broken Valley, so I doubt a Dragon Knight will turn up here. The best! I am a champion of Adaroth, defender of the Healer City. We're garrisoned inside the city and keep a large presence in the Oribus fjords. You won't find better soldiers in Rivellon, Slayer. Not even those of your order, I might add. Certainly not those New Order softies. Them and their damned devoutness. Just go find something to kill already. Why, because of the source, of course. It is a magical stream of water that heals every wound. What do you think is the main ingredient of those little red potions you have? Yes, the sauce is the pride and joy of the city, and has survived the 2 Alaroth slaughters and the last war with Damien. Long may she run, Slayer. Hail the sauce, and hail Alaroth. I specialize in tracking down and exterminating goblins. Obviously, there are plenty of the little bastards to go around, so I'll pay you for every goblin heart you bring me. That's the spirit. Bring me the hearts, and coin will follow.
Slayer, please listen. I'm in desperate need of help. It's me pigs, you see. I haven't heard the rumours, of course, but I don't believe naught till I see it. The new order impounded 3 of them. But they're my pets and were never intended to be eaten. They say there's a famine somewhere, but I don't want to lose me little ones. Oh, bless you, Slayer. The pigs are over at Jackson's farm. Whisper Rosebud in Mark Kevin's ear, and they'll move to a safe location.
Good Lord, not another Slayer. Stop disturbing me, will you? Or I'll never be able to finish. I'm working on the dragon defenses your commander, Rude, has ordered. I guess so.
Welcome, Slayer. I am Romon, priest of the New Order, and I'm looking for an experienced warrior. I have, yes. I went to visit the ruined chapel down the valley last week. When I returned at nightfall, I heard the sound of great wings. I looked up and saw the dragon. A frightful experience, I assure you. Caution is a virtue, child. You're wise to let it guide you. Let me tell you something about this valley. Once it was the home of a mighty dragon lord, long before the divine had fallen. This dragon knight was slain, though I do not know by whom or what for. His spirit, however, survives to this day, and dwells in his now ravaged tower. As a slayer, you will probably have heard of him. His name is Lovis. Ah, I thought you would. Now, here's why I talked to you about this. I am very interested in the unique magical items that may still rest in this tower. I dare not enter it myself, however, and would like you to scout this ominous structure. I hope you will find something of interest. If you do, please let me know. I wish you the best of luck. Well, not that much, really. I do know he was the only child of Anastas, a queen of the ancient kingdom of Farlow. But of his childhood or education, I know nothing. More famous, of course, are his martial exploits. He fought, in dragon form, a duel with Brom, another dragon knight. It took place high above this vale. He won by biting off his opponent's head. His mightiest accomplishments, though, were made during the Battle of the 10,000. He killed 600 Black Ring troops and 3 of their generals. It was called the Battle of the 10,000, by the way, because that's how many were killed between dawn and dusk that day. That's all I can tell you. Maybe Naberius knows more. He's very interested in Lovis and the history of this place. You can find him a bit further north down the valley where he lives in his cave home. May you always enjoy the protection of the angels.
Have you read History of the Dragon Knights? A fascinating read. Don't miss out on it.
I'm supposed to be training soldiers, not you.
Good to see you. Welcome, Dragonslayer. If your duties do not keep you too busy, might you consider helping me out? I have seen the beast near the temple during a scouting party. You slayers arrived not a moment too soon. I sent those troublemakers into the woods and told them not to come back without a troll's head. And convinced them never to drink on the job again, I hope. Welcome, Dragonslayer. If your duties do not keep you too busy, the matter involves some exciting but, shall we say, extracurricular activities. However, a positive outcome should bring honor to us both. Capital. This is the situation. A sizable group of outlaws has been targeting merchant caravans these past few months. So far, we've not been able to locate their hideout. Even so, we did manage to capture one of the louts some days ago. Neither threats nor torture can convince him to share what he knows, so we need to deal with him otherwise. I want you to help him escape. Please hear me out. All you have to do is go to the burnt-out chapel down the valley. There you can find a hidden switch that will open a tunnel that leads right into his cell. He's put in that cell for a reason. It gives access to an old and complex escape route dug by the town's soldiers many years back. Getting this bandit out will surely earn his trust. After the escape, hear him out, convince him you want to join the Highwaymen. The rest is self-explanatory. Fantastic. Good luck, Slayer.
This incessant small talk makes me want to be creative with my blade. Tell me you have something to report so we can commence the hunt. Praise be the divine! Go on, tell me. Good. That gives us a clear sense of direction. I hope Marius will be back with more news soon. But in any case, before we go, I want you to enter the tomb in the back of the chapel. The next part of your initiation would have been the confronting of hostile undead in a crypt beneath the academy in Rivertown. To feel the wrath of a nether spirit for the first time is a harrowing experience. During this confrontation, the mixture of fear, elation, and the grim perseverance that hallmarks Dragon Slayers releases large amounts of adrenaline. This helps to stabilize the initial chaos the memories cause. The effect is temporary, however, so the next and last part of the ritual is... Slayer? Are you all right? It's the dragon memories. They're getting to you. Take this key and face that ghost. Hurry now, before the effects get worse.
Good to see you've arrived safely, Commander Road.
Thank you, Lieutenant. How are things?
Ad Deum qui latifica juventus.
I repose here, the spirit of one who was once a slayer. Duel me and emerge victorious. Only then will you be worthy of my regard.
I could use a potion right about now.
From hell! In troibo adultere Dei, ad Deum.
Go ahead, browse my stock. Only quality merchandise. I leave for Adaroth in the morning. Buy supplies before it's too late.
Shiny.
Welcome to me home, Slayer. Thanks. We have indeed. A fine spot to live is this. Can't say that of all the places in old Rivlon, with them demon kind and necro dancers and their horrors. But over here, no. You'll see nothing bad'll happen to this valley, not in a million years. Aye, we have that. Mind you, if it weren't for me, you'd find nothing but bleeding cauliflowers. Me husband Farlow loves his damn pigs so much he'd never eat 'em. But I make sure the guests over at the Black Boar get their chops in time. Silly man. Imagine becoming a pig farmer and not wanting to butcher the things. Aye. Bye.
Slayer, so good to see you. Here, come. You must have a look at what I sell. Oh, do me a favour, maybe. It's naught but a small matter. But it nags me, you see. I recently paid one of the guards for a rabbit he'd shoot for me, but he never delivered it. And I get sentimental when I lose money. You look like the type one doesn't play games with. Talk to the man about it, would you? His name is Keen.
The Black Boar's favourite customer. What can I do you for? Yes, folks are coming back in, and the atmosphere is wholesome again. Of course.
Lucky the goblins can't see you worms right now. They'd laugh their ugly green asses off.
Here lies Father Paul, finally where everybody wanted him.
In troibo adultere Dei, ad Deum qui latifica juventutta miam, judicar me, Deus et discerne causa miam de gente non sancta.
Gracious me, I don't even understand what you're saying.
Slayer. I repose here, the spirit of one who was Duel me. I congratulate you, Slayer. The memory ritual has not deprived you of all your former powers. I was undefeated when I was alive, but your death would not benefit me. Quite the opposite. And, yes, you do have potential. I am Lord Arban's spirit, sworn to dwell the night and walk the day without rest until all dragon knights have been burnt and purged away. The last dragon knight is near. It is she you are chasing, the blasphemy called Talana. Revenge is at hand, child, and with it, the Dragon Slayer's destiny. Here, take my sword. I give it to you freely. May its icy blade draw fountains of her red-hot blood. Once you and your fellow slayers have killed Talana, I will find rest in the Hall of Echoes. The rest is silence and oblivion. No, it was merely old age that ended my days as a slayer. But I led my fair share of raids on the strongholds of betrayers. I made my name during the first years of the Dragon Purges. That sword I gave you ensured the gory doom of many an opponent. How I relish it still. The image of my blade, sparkling silver in the sun, as it is hewn into an enemy's chest, then brought back up, dripping with deep crimson. Farewell, Slayer. Remember me and my legacy. Until we may meet again, remember me.
Shiny. Shiny. Impossible. Another one to add to the collection.
There you are! Marius informed me he spotted the Dragon Knight. But tell me, did you defeat whoever's ghost was in that tomb? Did you say Arban? You met the ghost of Lord Arban? But he was a legendary slayer. He led the attack on the stronghold of Oribus, once one of the mightiest Dragon Knights. After his retirement, he withdrew into obscurity. No one could have imagined he died here, in this little hamlet. And you have his sword. I'd recognize it anywhere. And it will, but not by your hand. You have proven you are worthy of the title of Dragon Slayer, and therefore I won't allow you to join us. I foresee great things for you. It would be a shame if they were unrealized because of ill-timed heroics. The dragon memories are too fresh a presence in your psyche. Talana's mind attacks would see your doom. The roll of our order shall not diminish, not before Rivellon is free of all her foes, and you know too well our world has far too many. Come now, give me the sword so that Lord Arban's wish may yet be realized. And don't be saddened by the events of this day. You will make your name as a hero yet.
Misariato tue omnipotens Deus, et dismiss. Dispacat, testo is per...
A warm welcome to you, Slayer. I am Rodney, captain of the guard. The village itself has been quiet lately, but there are always the much-feared outlaws. Check the wanted bulletins to see which criminals we want brought to justice. But beware, there is a reason this scum is still at large. Even veteran guards shy away from hunting them. What is there to say? It was the first edifice to be built here at a time we humans were a rare sight in this part of Rivellon. That was long ago, when a dragon knight still ruled here, and this land was known as the Valley of Shrines. The fact that a military building was the town's first construction is telling for the hardships its settlers had to endure. But they persevered, and soon a wall was built. Then a smithy, a mill followed, and so on. The top floor of this barracks was built only after the Great War, which is why there are no stairs leading up to it. Only a rather inconvenient ladder. All the best, Slayer.
Shiny.
From hell! Weakling! Weakling!
What do you want? I'm a bird watcher, okay? And since you ain't no bird, you're of no interest to me. Yeah, but I've spotted plenty of nagging ninnies. Yeah, just beat it, will ya? Bird watching? One excuse. What now? Just get out of here before I lose my temper.
Next time, I'll make sure I'm the one strutting about town, and Richard can get the ants out of his armor in the woods.
Not yet.
Address me correctly so that you may pass. Polite, but incorrect.
Not yet. Another one to add to the collection. Ha-ha! Looks like I'm not getting in.